Hi everyone, Medina here from Arise Humanity. Just some quick updates before I get into the main video today. So I'd like to share that I'm going to be postponing the Lou Martin workshops because Lou's going through a bit of a recovery phase for something that he's been clearing energetically with I think some homeopathics or something. So he's a bit out of action, and so we're not going to run his workshops this week. We'll put them off for a couple of weeks. We've also decided to change the topic of what Lou is going to be presenting with his workshops, and there's going to be 4 major areas he is going to be presenting in 4 weeks of workshops, and I'll be telling everyone about that shortly, so that's exciting. And we've got Ian Welch's workshops coming up. We've got the advanced class coming up this week on Tuesday, and there's either 2 or 3 places left in that workshop. If you want to join us, please get in quickly, and you'll be able to get the new information that is just come through with Ian. He says it's extremely exciting to be able to share with everyone, so I can't wait to hear what that is. And then there's also another introductory workshop 5 coming up on the 2nd of December if you'd like to do the original, first workshop as well. The links for this are below. And the other thing I want to share before we get into my video today is that there are some global updates happening. As we know, everything's amping up, and it just feels like it's on steroids at the minute. Everything's happening. And Catherine Edwards, that she was getting a lot of notifications, messages from people about all these amazing things that are happening, and she hasn't had the evidence of them yet. So, we take all this with a little bit of a grain of salt, but there are some sort of profound mumblings about ships docking around Australia. If anyone's got photos or footage of that, please send it to me. I'd love to see it. And that there are, this is happening around the world globally. And I just received yesterday pretty amazing audio from Alex Collier, also confirming that they're about to hit the go button to take down the deep state, and that it's going to happen within the next even hours to days. And that's why the ships are being docked all around the world, Alaska, Australia, and they're just about to take their action, which would be incredibly amazing, and we're all ready to go for that, I can tell you. At the same time, of course, simultaneously, the deep state are trying to roll out their plans, such as the G20 summit. They've just announced the digital ID passport. So we are so ready to move forward on this. And I also think, we are empowering ourselves to really create this shift, because more and more people are waking up, and more people are feeling empowered. I'm feeling the energy of people standing more in their sovereignty, of people realizing that the external forces aren't coming to save us. We have to stand in our own power and liberate ourselves. And I feel the energy of that. At the same time, Ian Welch says he has some incredible news from what he's been doing on his tours and in Marrakesh, where he says there's been a huge shift. As we know, he's announced already that they've hit 100% with the golden age. And just to clarify what that means, basically what that means when Ian says the golden age has hit 100% is that the collective group consciousness is at a level of light frequency that has changed the direction of all other timelines to the golden age timeline. So that's incredibly exciting. And even regardless of all the information that's going around and coming in, you can feel the energy of things rising in frequency. I can feel more light codes coming down, more light energy. For me, it's just this accelerated light I feel in my body, in my energy field, that's amping up, which is incredibly exciting. And so that's got to have some sort of repercussions, positive repercussions, or positive effects in the physical world, in the external world in which we're exploring right now. So therefore, the things that are happening in our reality will, you would imagine, shift in correspondence with the inner shifts that we're feeling with this amazing light that's coming down. So it makes sense to me that there are big changes happening, and I'm feeling, and I have been feeling it for a little while, but it's really getting stronger, this feeling of excitement and anticipation that something big is just around the corner. And you know what? If we hold on to that feeling and that energy, then we also create it. So I'm not letting that go, but it feels right, intuitively. So whatever that means, I'm not attached to any specific outcome, except that I want to transition more and more into light, and I want to transmute and dissolve anything that is in alignment with darkness and anything that doesn't serve the collective and humanity. I want that to be gone. A simple way that you can do that yourself is to just visualize an ultraviolet purple flame around yourself and around the planet, and ask it to transmute anything that no longer serves humanity or yourself individually. And that's a powerful way that you can create shifting as well. So exciting times, everyone. Let's hope that it's right that in the next hours or days that the deep state is completely taken down. Wouldn't that be incredible? But if not, let's just hold on to the energy of excitement, anticipation, joy, those high frequency feelings that will create an amazing shift, a momentum forward in the activities of light. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy my video coming up. I think it'll give you a lift, and I hope you love it. Bye. Hi everyone, Medina here from Arise Humanity on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am going to share with you the most beautiful, heartwarming story about a man who lives in Melbourne, Australia, and he's called the Carrot Man. And you'll find out why in a minute. But it is such a wonderful example of someone who's doing a universal service to others, and it's just a way that you wouldn't think of in terms of how you can contribute to the collective, but he has done this in a way that's really made an impact, and it's a surprising way. So a journalist caught up with him. They'd seen him around Melbourne carrying a giant carrot. And so they questioned him and asked him about this. And the journalist asked him, and this is his exact words. The journalist said, "I have to ask you, why do you always carry a giant carrot around?" And this man called Nathan said, "To make people smile. You see, one day I went to an op shop and I bought a giant turnip. I was carrying it home and noticed how much it made people smile. That made me feel really good. So I decided to try carrying other giant things around. I carried a giant octopus and a giant squid. Then I made the giant carrot and carried it around town, and I noticed a big difference. The diversity of people smiling and the number of people smiling was much greater. So I just kept carrying the carrot around because it was the most successful thing at making people smile." Who would have thought? A giant carrot. Personally, I would have loved to keep carrying the squid, but it was the carrot that everyone loved. I'm on a disability pension, you see, and this is my way of giving back. I'm part of the community, putting smiles on people's faces. Like today, for instance, I was at home watching a DVD and I just thought, nah, I'm going out and making hundreds of people smile instead with the carrot. Last year, there was a big protest at Parliament, right-wing people and anti-racism people, and I was at home watching it on TV thinking, how awful, this could end up in a riot. So I picked up my carrot and I wandered down. It works so well. People started smiling when they saw me and the carrot, and I think it helped calm them down. I try to get out as often as possible, but you have to be in the mood to do something like this. Today, I've been out here for about an hour and a half, and I've had hundreds and hundreds of smiles. This is what's so good about it. If I want to do something good, I just grab the carrot and head on out. So may we all be like Nathan and be symbolically carrying a giant carrot around. And I just think this is such a beautiful story of one man who's making a huge difference in a way that you wouldn't think of. So thank you, Nathan. You are incredible. We love you. And you have just lifted many hearts with your beautiful story. Thank you. Have a beautiful day, everyone.